Hello world. Let's continue where we left off. We'll try this fight one more time, I guess. Guess I don't really have a choice, do I? Let's pull him out here. Uh-oh, here comes Big Daddy. All right. All right, now we just got to get out of here. Ow. Ooh. Oh, you gotta make it. You gotta make it. All right. Could be in trouble here. Okay, good. They just keep coming. Whoa. Making me nervous. Oh, come on now. Why can't I heal him? Heal a wound. He needs healing. Okay, now this is starting to piss me off. This It's going to be twice that I lost because I couldn't heal the guy and I have a ability to heal. What is going on? I didn't do that. You're really bad with a gun, girl. Really? Run away. I wish Iker was actually doing something for me. I'm guessing it's the rigger. Great. The tactic I was planning on using. No wounds to heal. What? Alright, now we gotta get out of here. Come on. Oh, so it let me use on him. Oh, screw this. Alright, bye. This is supposed to be the starter dungeon. It's really starting to piss me off. For a street samurai that's supposed to be a pro, she sucks. God, she sucks. Okay, damage. Thank you. Come on, no. Okay, good. I want more grenades, darn it. Perfect, finally. So perfect is not quite the right term, but alright. Iger rises from her corpse-strewn perch at your approach. I knew this was gonna happen, I fucking knew it. The run was a trap. Oh, it was it? We can talk about this later. For now, we gotta get the hell out of here. It's only a matter of time before more of them come pouring out of that exit. Pile in, people. In February 23, when we get back to, we're gonna have a little talk. Finally, I made it out of that. Hell of a fight. Home to nearly 500,000 people, and until recently, Monica Schaefer. Once a melting pot of cultural diversity, it's now a chaotic mess of wealthy and poverty, crime and commerce, anarchy and control. It's also home to your own little slice of Berlin, a neighborhood the locals call the Kreis Bazaar? I don't know. A safe port in the eyes of a storm. Let's get inside. You step inside in the squalor of the disused U-Bahn tunnel. Gives way to the warmth of your safe house. A man waits inside, silhouetted against the dim fluorescent lighting. Something bad has happened, hasn't it? He steps forward, revealing a pale and expressionless face, light glinting off the steel-rimmed glasses. Paul Amsel, your team's fixer and landlord, part dealmaker, part information broker, one of the most well-connected men in Berlin. His eyes sweep across the team, and he takes it all in. The grim faces, the hard stares, Iger's fury, Monica's absence. I had a feeling. How did she? Something in the vault security got her while she was jacked in. Wow, she really has it out for me. She towers over him, but he stands his ground. I respect you, teacher. You know that. But you don't have my training. None of you have. Monica's good. She was the best, right? But she was also overconfident. She treated the job like it was a game. Do that long enough and you're going to get burned. If you've been paying attention, you'd have figured out this out of your own by now. You'd have known that Monica needed watching as much as that door. Enough, Iger. Enough. This was supposed to be a milk run. Fire wing. This is unexpected. You'll have to forgive me, but that brings back many unpleasant memories. The fire wing? The most terrible of the great dragons. There are those who would disagree, but they never experienced the terror of living in her shadow. You're far too young to remember her, of course, but for Germans of my generation, the fire wing is synonymous with chaos, destruction, and death. Dragons of today are subtle creatures, full of patience and guile. Firewing was not. After her awakening, she went into a 4-month rampage that claimed tens of thousands of lives. Those were dark days. Countless men and women and children were slaughtered, roasted alive in their homes by a creature of legend. No hope for salvation and no end in sight. It was a horror that you could not begin to understand. What stopped her? I can't imagine that a rampaging dragon would just go away on its own. Eventually, the fire wing was brought down by a man named Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Well, with the help of Luftwaffe, of course. But it was an experimental weapon designed by Dr. Vauclair that finally pierced her hide. She fell in a hail of bullets, rocket fire, and crashed down into the radioactive wasteland of the Sox. This event was called the Dragonfall. Safe at last from the dragon's wrath, Germany celebrated Vauclair as a hero. Our own Siegfried, a modern-day dragon slayer. My own family practically worshipped the man. Dragonfall was so important an event as you make it out to be. I'm surprised that I've never heard of it. Those early years of the awakening were traumatic, Iger. Not just on a lot of national level, but on a global level. New species of awakened animals were being discovered daily. Within 2 years of the Dragonfall, the active use of magic had returned to the world. A new source of terror for a bewildered public. And in 2021, the sudden emergence of orcs and trolls gave rise to yet another wave of global panic. In the light of such turmoil, is it any surprise that Dr. Vauclair, and the Firewing were forgotten? Dragons were yesterday's news. Again, all this happened decades ago. To the best of my knowledge, the story of Firewing is a bit of historical trivia, nothing more. Alright, so Monica spent her dying breath telling us about a long dead dragon. Any ideas as to why? No. It doesn't make any more sense to me than it does to you. Dragonfall's ancient history. Firewing has been dead and gone for 42 years. But there's one thing I do know. Whatever Monica saw, whatever she was trying to tell us, it was important. I will look into this and I will find answers. In the meantime, did you turn up anything else valuable? He appeared to be the head of security. That is not much to go on. He was older for sure. From the sound of his voice, I'm guessing mid to late 40s. Pretty old for an orc. And he has skin grafts. Most of his face looked like replaced material. If the grafts came from a legitimate hospital, there may be medical records. That is something. I'll see if I can find out. The estate was a front for whatever was going on in the basement. That much is clear. It wasn't a minor enterprise either. That facility took serious funds to build, and time. There was more to it than we saw. Places that don't spring up overnight, and in secret. That's all we got. That's not much. It is thin, I agree. A basement, middle-aged, long-forgotten world event. We're still missing something. Who paid for this run? Monica did. I warned her. I told her not to take this run, but she assured me that it would be a cakewalk. Monica was approached recently by a man who calls himself Green Winters. He's a prominent activist in the F-state political scene. Never much liked the man and certainly never trusted him. But Monica, she would do anything for her cause, anything for the Flux state. Winters swore that the data he was after was crucial in ensuring the future stability of the Flux. Yes, most definitely. And it is clear that Green Winters has involved us in something much larger than he led Monica to believe. When he finds out what happened on the run, he's probably going to rabbit. We need to chase him down before that happens. So we need information on Green Winters, and we need it fast. A Turk named Altug. God, those are crazy names. I can't pronounce. And you think he would know something about Green Winters? When I discovered Monica's renewed association with Green Winters, I contacted Altuk. One of his people had been keeping tabs on Winters ever since. As I said, I do not trust the man. For good reason, it was seen. Very well. Tell him I sent you. I'll do what I can to dig into the information you've uncovered already, sparse though it may be. Hey, it's a dog. Dante! As you start towards the safe house door, a large four-legged form steps around the corner of Dante. Monica's dog, an enormous mongrel of indeterminate breed. A low whimper emerges as he enters the door, head hanging low. Oh shit, Dante. Don't worry, boy. We'll look after you. Aww. That's when I realized something bad had happened. Looking down at those huge brown eyes, you see intelligence and sadness. He lets out a small whine and rubs his head against you. Oh. I want the dog. Oh, he is coming with me. Bottle of schnapps that needs sharing, and we got a call. Monica told me that you moved here from the Rhine War Megaplex. Made it sound like you'd been there for a good many years, successful years at that. Leads a man to wonder why you packed up and moved here. Ain't that a pisser? I can handle all sorts of things, but betrayal makes me see red. Yeah, I know the feeling. I tried to make him answer for it, but the bastard got away. I really don't like it when a role-playing game makes me, I don't know, it's I have no idea the history and background, so anything that I say is more or less bullshit. Excuse my language. Ah, yes, Monica. It all comes back to our girl, doesn't it? Yeah, I figured I was going to have a run-in with her. But we're going to call this, I believe, yeah, we're going to call this an episode. We're at 51 minutes, so thanks for watching, everybody. Jason